Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Varun Tahin, and in today's session we are going to learn how to install Anaconda in our system and get started with basic Python. So as you can see, this is a Google screen, and here I'll type download Anaconda. So as per Google search, this will be the first link that comes up in Google, which prompts us to go to its site. So we'll click this, and you can see that it's giving a download option here, so we need to click this. It will automatically go down, scroll down to the section where it will prompt us to ask for the distribution we are going to download. So as per our operating system, we need to choose between 64-bit and 32-bit system, and we can select that using this PC. We can so this is my Windows operating system, so I can go to this PC and check the properties of it. So here you can see that the system type is saying 64-bit operating system, so I can safely download 64-bit distribution here. So when you click it, it will automatically get downloaded. I have it already downloaded in my system, so I'll be just going here and starting the installation part of it. So I'll double click it and run it. So this is the default screen here. Just click next and agree to terms and conditions. So this screen gives you the permissions which you want to select. So if you want to just select for your user, you can select just me, or for all users you can select all users. So I'll just select just me. Click next. Then this will be giving you an option to select the drive you want to save the distribution in. So this will be a default distribution location. So I'll click next here, and then this is the recommended selection from Anaconda. So I won't tamper it here, because if I select it here, it says that it is not recommended and it will not work with the other distributions such as PyCharm and all. So I might not select this, because we will be running our all programs in Anaconda Jupyter notebooks itself, and that will be enough. So I'll go ahead. So this is giving me all the Anaconda libraries which is getting installed here and extracted there in that particular location we have chosen. So as you can see here, the download has completed and installation is done. So we'll click next here and we'll click finish. Let's come to the welcome screen of it, and now we need to go to start and type Jupyter notebook. So this will be redirecting automatically to your users page. Users is the directory which Windows gives us defaultly. So under this users, there will be a folder by your name, and this will be the default directory for the Anaconda. So it will be redirecting to this page for now. So we will be going to that particular directory and creating the folder here. So we'll name it as journey to the core of DS. So when you create it, you'll see here it will be reflected automatically here also. So there's a second option that you can choose. You can create a folder from here itself. So for now we'll be going to that particular folder as we have already created, and select new and select Python 3. So what it will do, it will create a notebook for us with untitled as the name for it. So we can change this name to any name we want. So for now we will say introduction to Jupyter. So this is the default Jupyter notebook screen where you can see all such options at the top, which gives you an option to create a new notebook, open an existing one, make a copy, save it, rename, and all such kinds of basic operations. So the edit part of it gives you the flexibility to cut the cells, copy, delete the cells, and so on. And the view part, the insert part, thereafter the cell part will give you an option to run the cells in different manners. Then the kernel part will basically give you flexibility to interrupt the kernel or interrupt the notebook as such in the middle if anything happens. And thereafter widgets and help section of it. So the help section gives you the various documentation of how to use various commands, so you can refer here. So as you can see here, the left side of it is blue. The first cell has different markings, the green one and the blue one. So the green one represents the editor mode, the blue one represents the command mode. So if we try to get into the editor mode, we can basically use escape key to get into the command mode, or we can press enter to get into the editor mode. So that is another option here. And we can see various options of shortcuts of the commands going to the command mode by pressing escape and then pressing P. So it will give you all such options here itself as a shortcut so that you don't have to remember anything. So guys, we will be creating our first program in Python now. So I'll be taking an input from the user. Saying enter your name. And then printing this. Okay. So to execute this cell, we have to press shift and enter simultaneously. Okay. So it is asking for my name. I'll type Varun and press enter. So it says name is Varun. So guys, this is this easy to execute our first program in Python. And now let's see how to structure Jupyter Notebook in a way that we can document it well and the code is more readable and documented. So there is something called as markdown text in Jupyter, which you can utilize. So it has various features like heading, creating a bold text, italic text, and making indentations, line breaks, bullets, and etc. So we'll be seeing those operations today. So let's start with the heading one first. So to create a heading, we need to make this cell again as a markup cell. So to go to the markup, we need to escape it. So press escape and press M. So you guys see that there is in keyword that was appearing that there before, but which is not there right now. So it is right now in the markup stage. So you can type it here anything. Let's say this is markup text and you press shift enter. So it clearly displays that this was not the coding part or coding cell. This is just the documentation part. So like that, you can document your Python notebook well with the any input or with any output. You can basically document it and keep it ready so that you can present it as is when is expected. So to see the next feature, we need to go again to escape M. Okay, now we will be displaying the header. So to displaying the header in different sizes, we will use hash. So this is the maximum that it will display. So I will say it as heading 1. Press shift enter. So you see that this is coming as a heading 1. If you want a smaller heading, then you need to press double hash in the markup. Heading 2. Give a little space here, it will automatically turn to the heading. Press shift enter. And then if you want another smaller heading than this, then just press escape M hash, let's say 4 heading 4. Okay, so even smaller than the heading 3. Okay, so this is kind of heading formatting we can give by following hashes. Then there is bold also. So to give bold, we have to follow up with underscores, double underscores followed by text, saying that this is bold text, and then again double underscore at the end. So this is appearing as a bold text. You can compare all of these with the common text we have written up as the first text. So this is clearly a bold text. Then we can also make it bold by giving star star. So as you can see that there's not much difference between these two. So both of the ways you can try. Then we can make text as italic by using underscores. So single underscore with the text. So see, this is italic. You can compare it with this. So guys, we can make our sentence both bold and italic also by using double star, underscore, and then our text. So you can see here, this text is slightly different from what is the ordinary bold. It's slightly slanted. Then let's move on to monospace fonts. So monospace fonts we use generally when we want to emphasize something, some of our outputs. In some cases, we want to bookmark some places that the things we want to remember. So in this case, we will use a monospace font. So the way to write it is a little different. So just use the key which is just below your escape key. So it's a tilde. Okay, so just go to markup face and then just press the tilde, and then you can write your monospace font. And then just to make a difference and just check whether this is coming correctly, you write some ordinary text and press shift enter. So you can see here it's kind of highlighted text that it has done, and it's separate from the ordinary text here. So this way you can do a kind of documentation that emphasizes on your results also. So guys, next we come to the line breaks. So if you guys have already come across HTML language, there are the concepts of tags there. So identical to the tag concept, the Jupyter also follows the same syntax here. So if I want to break any line, I will say this is normal, then I will do BR, this is a break. So basically it will break from the point I have given BR, so it comes to the next line. Okay, so this is the way you break text. Then we come to the indentation part of it. So you can give various indentations. You can give the smaller ones by using this is the first indentation, and you can break down it even more by giving more indentation to it. So we'll copy this, paste it here, and say this is second indentation, this is the first. So you can see here it has indented your text also. So this way you can document it well. And next comes bullet and numbering. So there can be cases where you want to list down certain points, so it can be really useful. So a bullet is made by giving a dash followed by a space, and then you can write This is the first bullet. Okay, and if you want to subdivide the bullet, or you can subdivide it under it, you have to give dash and tab, and then again a space. This is a sub bullet point. Okay, so this way it has segregated the first and it has subdivided the second one to the first sublist. Then we can color our text also by okay, let's look at the numbering first. So we can number our text also by simply giving the numbers as 1 dot, 2 dot, so it will come as is. Then we can come to the coloring part of the text. So if you want to highlight certain part of the documentation, emphasize it more, so you can do that also using font tags. So here we have to do a dash followed by a space and then a tag called as font with color attribute in it equals to, let's say, blue. Okay, and then we have to close this also. So you can see here it has bulleted it and it has created this text as blue. You can simply give the color name here. So if we change it to yellow, this will be yellow. It's slightly seen, but it's okay. So let's give it red. Okay, so this way we can change our text color also. So guys, there can be situation where we have to write mathematical equations also in our Jupyter notebook and document it well. So there can be scenarios where you have to elaborate your way of approach of using a particular algorithm. So on those scenarios, you can use this Latex equation, and the Latex equations documentation can be found in wiki. So you can simply type wiki Latex equation mathematics. So when you search this, just check the first link that comes up. So it will land up to this Latex mathematics wiki, and the documentation, you can find it here, quite elaborative. You can give any information regarding any topic here, just click the link and it is loaded, but you'll not see the content of it right at the right screen, but you have to scroll it a little bit to see its content. It's pretty well detailed, so if you guys are interested, you can go on this site and check out what it offers. So for now, I'll be giving an example to you how to write an Latex equation using Jupyter. So let's say that we want to write this equation. So let's assume that all the digits here, the left hand side of the equation, to be the subscript. So a1 divided by a2 plus a3 divided by a4 whole squared a5 cube. So guys, we'll start by giving a dollar symbol for the Latex equation, and we'll give a circular bracket here followed by a forward slash and a frac. So this fraction represents that we are dividing two elements. Okay, so here a1 is the first element, so we'll give a underscore 1. So underscore 1 represents here the subscript, and we'll give a2 as well, a underscore 2. Okay, so we need to end the braces for both of these, and then we write a plus, and then again slash frac, a3 a underscore 4, and then we'll give a circular braces close and a power of 2 equals to a underscore 5 power of 3 and then dollar. Okay, so as you can see here, the subscript and superscript are aligned and we have the equation in place. Okay, so this way, guys, we can structure our notebook and we can document it very well using the various symbols and annotations so that your notebook is ready for submission. And whenever you are stuck somewhere and you need help, so always you can go to help, or you can go to the particular cell and in the markup phase, and you can press H here. So it will give you all such options of the shortcut keys that are present. So it will guide you to how to progress. So my favorite ones are some of which are DD, that will delete the entire cell which is present here, and some of which are pasting the cell below, undoing the cell deletion, and all such operations you can find here. So guys, yeah, so this is it about Jupyter Notebook. So you can get started, and if you want to execute the Jupyter Notebook on one fly, so there's one option I can tell you here. So just go to the first cell and get to the kernel tab here and just do a restart and run all. So what it'll do, it will prompt you to restart and run all the cells. So it will restart the kernel and it will run all the cells at first go. So here if you give it as Varun, it will run all the cells and it will give you the output. So this error came because this was not a markup cell. As you can see here, there's an in here, so this denotes that this is in editor mode still. So if I do an escape and M, so this becomes a markup again. Okay, so yeah, that's it from my side. So the documentation and presentation is an essential part for any data science guy to present his result in an effective manner. So that is the reason for our session. And so guys, congratulations, you have completed the first step required to start coding Jupyter now. And I'll be covering the awesome concepts and coding aspects of Python in the next lecture. So thank you guys for following up on this channel, and if you have not already done, please like, share and subscribe, and stay healthy and stay safe. Thank you.